Can Dillon guess the WWE gimmick based off of the AI-generated image? Let's find out. All right, what's up, everybody? We're back at it with another video locked and loaded, and boy, do we have a good one for you. We have Dillon trying to guess what the WWE professional wrestling gimmick is based off of the AI-generated image. So how this is going to work is we have 10 AI-generated gimmicks, and we have images to go along with those, and we're going to see if Dillon can tell what the gimmick is based off of the image, and then we are going to get Dillon's opinion on if he thinks that WWE should use this gimmick. And I'll give you a bit of a spoiler here, Dillon. This is probably the most wild gimmicks that we have gotten doing these videos.
All right.
Because there are some crazy ones.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, Dillon. What is this gimmick? You can, I would say, try. You can potentially use some of the in the background, some clues there, some clues on what they're wearing. What are you seeing here? Any thoughts right away about what this gimmick is?
Is it like the influencer or something? YouTuber?
You're on the right track. I will say it's oddly specific.
The Mr. Beast?
No.
I'm lost.
All right. Well, Dillon, this is the Overcaffeinated Podcaster. This is a heel manager / wrestler. The gimmick is a fast-talking, self-styled media mogul whose entire existence is a live-streamed, monetized hustle. He cuts promos that are just self-congratulatory ad reads, demands the crowd subscribe, and uses a selfie stick as a weapon, or a crutch for his crippling anxiety, is in parentheses. Dillon, does WWE need the overcaffeinated podcaster?
I think we'll pass on this guy. I think we'll pass on the overcaffeinated podcaster. Okay. I'm okay. I don't need this.
Yeah, that's fair. Feels like we've gotten plenty of this.
We've gotten the selfie
currently.
stick. We've gotten that done well before by Tyler Breeze, of course. It's the most memorable one.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, we don't need this guy. We don't need this guy.
All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, Dillon, what are we thinking about this guy? What is this gimmick? And I will give you a hint. The title is there for a reason and has to do with the gimmick.
The fighting champion, maybe? Is that the underdog champion?
No, that is not the underdog champion, Dillon.
What about the fighting
Because
champion?
this is not the fighting champion either.
Who is it?
It is a champion. The something champion.
The people's champion?
Dillon, this is the reluctant champion. This character will be a babyface. The gimmick, a genuinely talented, humble wrestler who suffers from severe performance anxiety. He keeps accidentally winning matches, tripping and falling into a pin, his opponent's manager throwing in the towel for no reason, etc., and is constantly trying to give the title back because he hates the spotlight. Dillon, does WWE need a reluctant champion?
I don't hate it as much as the caffeinated podcaster. I mean, the gimmick names are just terrible, right? Like,
Yeah.
very
No doubt.
literal, very, very just like, those would, the actual gimmick names I don't think would ever be used So I'll judge it more based off the actual gimmick itself. And yeah, this one's better than the podcaster, but
Overcaffeinated Podcaster.
yeah, I don't think we need this. I don't think we need this either.
Okay.
It would be a decent.
0 for 2.
It would be a decent comedy act, but I could see it working on like the indies. But I think when this is me just being kind of annoying and being a mark, but I don't like people like accidentally winning titles and like stuff like that.
Agreed.
Agreed. So yeah. Unless
All
it's
right,
like
0 for 2.
you know what
fronts.
I mean. There's situations like when Ethan Page just won the title. That's like a classic spot. That's a little different.
Sure. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, Dillon. What gimmick do we think this is? And I'll say it's a faction also.
Dude, I feel like I'm pretty okay. I don't know why I feel pretty confident that I'm going to get this right.
Okay.
Ready? The Cyber Clones.
Yes. Cyber Clones is not correct.
That was a pretty good guess, though, right?
I mean, given the image, yeah, not terrible. Not terrible.
I mean, I think it's pretty spot on. Give me their names, though. I can't just keep guessing the names. I'll do like one or two guesses.
This is the algorithm. This is a heel faction. So the gimmick.
All right. Well, that's the same guy. That's the same guy twice.
Agreed. Hey, I'm not going to disagree with you.
But
the
anyway.
gimmick is a perfectly synchronized, emotionless tag team or stable who base their offense and ring attire on data and optimal engagement. They wear black and neon circuitry patterned gear, and their promos are spoken in flat, pre-programmed, focus grouped phrases designed to get a specific reaction. They are technically flawless and thus infuriatingly smug. Dillon, do we need the algorithm as a heel faction?
We can go with the algorithm. That's fine. I'll roll with the algorithm. I will say this about the gear. That's if they. I hate that like top part. That top part feels very unnecessary, like the long sleeve shirt part. But if they were, but like just the tights, kick pad things in the thing, if they went like that, no shirt, that's not bad gear.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, algorithm is definitely the best out of. Keep in mind, none of these are awesome. I'm just trying to cut a little bit of slack. I don't want to put 0 through. This is definitely the best of the best I've heard. I don't know if we're gonna get much better than this.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Dillon, what is this gimmick?
The hippie farmer? The humble farmer.
Close. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, Dillon. This is the Urban Forager.
That wasn't that close. You were being nice.
I'm just gonna throw you a phone here.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
This is a face/tweener. The gimmick is a hyper-local, sustainable living eccentric.
Okay.
Comes to the ring in patched-up denim, wearing a wide-brimmed hat and carrying a basket. He insists on only using moves named after edible plants and tries to lecture his opponents mid-match about their carbon footprint. Dillon, do we need the Urban Forager?
I'm going to say, no, we don't need the Urban Forager. We got, like, the better version of this with the Planet's Champion in Daniel Bryan. Like,
Sure.
the Daniel Bryan Planet's Champion run was awesome. I think that's just the better version of this. So no, we can't put through the Urban Forager. I got my fingers crossed. Is this the last one, or is there 10?
Oh, we got 10.
Okay, never mind.
And I'll tell you what, they only get better and better.
Alrighty. All right.
Let's move on to the next one. Dillon. What is this gimmick?
I can't even tell like what's supposed to be in her hand.
Well, one is a fan.
Okay.
I don't know what the other thing. Oh, I do know what it is.
Okay.
I don't want to say. Not that it would help, but it will maybe.
The overheater.
No.
Okay, what is it?
This, Dillon. This is the Anti-Vape Crusader. This is a heel character. The gimmick.
It's a heel too. Trying to get people to not vape it. It's a heel.
An overly aggressive, quote unquote, wellness zealot obsessed with air quality and clean living. She confiscates vapes from ringside fans, demands her opponent get a full physical before the bell, and only uses moves that focus on breath and lung capacity. Dillon, do we need an anti-vape crusader?
Yeah, we'll roll with the Anti-Vape Crusader. How funny would it be if a person was just taking the vapes from people in the crowd? Just confiscating everyone's vapes would be hilarious.
I'll tell you what, probably get a lot of vapes.
Oh yeah.
This would do a lot of good.
Yeah, let's.
And
I'm all about the Anti-Vape Crusader. Yeah, no, that's definitely the funniest part.
Which I think they would probably be, because I think everyone would be pissed that their
vapes are getting that their vapes are getting taken.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing like we just said with like D-Bry and the
with the Planet's Champion. It's like
yeah.
There was no reason that should have been a heel character. Like all he wanted, he was just like, we need to save the Earth.
Yeah. All right,
but that's how good he is that he made it like such a hateable heel.
Dude, I want to get that cardboard title or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, that's like it's expensive as hell. But that's like one of my dream That's like one of my dream titles to own. I won't lie.
Yeah, no,
that'd be in my top 3 of like if I was going to get a title.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one, Dillon. All right. What is this character's gimmick?
All right, I got 2 guesses.
A lot of clues here.
Oh, is it the 80s villain?
Yes, Dillon. This is specifically the 80s arcade villain.
Nice. It kind of says it just says it in the background. That's why I did.
Oh, I know. They could be a face or a nostalgic heel.
You want to hear what my guess was gonna be?
Yeah,
Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay, not necessarily wrong, I guess. All right, this gimmick is a hulking wrestler with retro graphics and a synthesized voice.
And Hulk hands.
Hulk hands. His offense is entirely based on classic arcade game moves. He throws quote-unquote fireballs and delivers quote-unquote spinning kicks. And his entrance music is an aggressive 8-bit loop. His manager is a disheveled quote-unquote game developer from 1983. Dillon, do we need an 80s arcade villain?
No, we don't need this.
Okay.
We don't need Wreck-It Ralph,
All right.
unfortunately. As much as I would love to see a guy wrestling in Hulk hands, I think that's a funny. But nah, we're cool on Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay. All right. I think this could bring some older fans in the building. I don't know if they necessarily want that. But- All right. Let's move on to the next one. This one, I think, I think you have a good chance of getting what this one is.
All right.
All right. What? What is this gimmick, Dillon?
I don't know, man. The Discord guy. The Reddit guy.
You're on the right track.
The conspiracy Reddit guy.
What's a common thing on
the poster?
on
The commenter.
social medias that everybody hates?
The internet troll.
Yes, Dillon.
Nice.
Not only is this the internet troll, this is the professional troll.
Okay.
This character is a heel. The gimmick, the quintessential online menace brought to life. He spends his entire entrance and match reading mean, out of context tweets from his giant phone, loudly declaring his opponent is quote unquote getting worked, marks, and attempting to get easy heat by insulting the local sports team. Dillon, do we need a professional troll gimmick?
No, I think we got already so many good troll heels. We don't need a professional troll. No, they're going too modern with these. Too modern. Something about professional wrestling is that it's still you're still able to suspend your belief. You know what I mean? So you're able to, because you're like, no, any sort of internet troll would just get killed. So,
Okay.
yeah. Nah. Get this guy out of here.
Let's move on to the next one.
We're 2 for like 7, I think.
Yeah, I think you only got 2 past here. What is this gimmick?
The apocalypse survivor.
No, Dillon. This is obviously the DIY Crytid Hunter.
Jesus.
This character is a face. The gimmick? A paranoid, wild-eyed conspiracy theorist who believes every other wrestler is a disguised paranormal entity. He carries a tinfoil-lined briefcase and checks under the ring for Bigfoot tracks. He's surprisingly agile because he's constantly ready to run. Do we need the DIY Crytid Hunter, Dillon?
Yeah, well, we can have the Crytid Hunter. I like cryptids. I like Sasquatch. I like Mothman. I love a good cryptid. Yeah, we can keep the cryptid guy around. I like it. Keep the cryptid guy. Sounds fun.
There we go.
And then he actually does like find either Bigfoot or Mothman or something, and then he but like but nobody believes him because he's been saying it for so long, and that could be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
and
be
then
fun.
he teams up with Bigfoot.
Yeah, and then
And
it
we
like
get
that's what
Bigfoot
it results
wrestling.
in. We get
They're a tag team now.
yeah, or Mothman.
Or Mothman.
Or the
Or any
Jersey
of the
Devil, I guess.
Jersey Devil.
What are some other
Jersey
cryptids?
Devil.
Freddy Krueger? I don't think he counts.
Aliens? Are aliens cryptids?
No, cryptids are like, you know what I mean, like classic
Folktales?
Yeah, like folktale type guy, Sasquatch,
Tasmanian
Mothman.
devil?
No, I think that's a Looney Tune.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's good. It's a good call though.
Hey,
You might be right. I don't know. Maybe it comes from one.
I feel like it is.
Cryptid.
What do I know?
Cryptid. What's another cryptid? The Yeti, maybe? Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. There we go. That's another
Loch
one.
Ness Monster. Lizard folk? Are they cryptids?
I think. I don't know if that's more of a conspiracy. Like George Bush being a lizard person. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Yeah. Or Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Mr. Iguana.
That's for you guys to decide. We'll let the viewers decide. Is Mr. Iguana a cryptid?
All right. Let's move on to the next one. This one, Dillon. Holy cow. You will not guess what this is. This is potentially the craziest image that we have generated. All right. What is this gimmick?
Jeez. The meat sack.
Dillon, this is the corporate mascot who snapped. This is a tweener. And this is the gimmick is a former mascot for a terrible mid-tier restaurant chain. The example they gave was Sammy the Sizzling Steak, who went insane from the heat of the costume and the terrible pay. He still wrestles in the ragged, stained mascot head and suit, which now looks terrifying, using an erratic, rage-fueled wrestling style. He can't speak, only makes muffled, angry growling sounds. Dillon, do we need the corporate mascot who snapped?
I don't think so. I don't think we do. I think we're fine.
All right. I think this one's kind of funny.
It's funny. Is it funny enough that I need to see it? I don't know.
This feels like a Vince McMahon idea.
Big time. It probably happened.
Probably. All right. Let's move on to our last one here, Dillon. Dillon. What is this gimmick?
The affirmation station.
That is not the name of them.
The Affirmation Brothers.
No, but you are kind of all over it. Dillon, this is the quote-unquote best friend. They're a face tag team. The gimmick? An overly enthusiastic tag team whose entire dynamic is based on supportive, cringeworthy bromance. They wear matching pastel jumpsuits. Their entrance involves a high-five line, and they constantly use affirmations and team-building exercises mid-match. If one gets hurt, the other cries genuine tears of empathy. They're so wholesome, they're nearly obnoxious. Do we need the quote-unquote best friend?
Best Friends is already a tag team.
Yeah. Are they this best friends?
I don't know. We can run with it and see what happens. I like just I like seeing what would happen here, because that would definitely stir up some controversy, right? Yeah, we'll run with it. We'll run with it, but let it be known that I am making it known that the Best Friends is already a tag team.
Sure. All right, Dillon, which one of those was your favorite? We had a couple that passed. Do you have one that sticks out in your mind?
I think the Anti-Vape Crusader. Yeah, I'm a fan of the person going in and taking people's vapes. I think that's That's a good thing. That's a nice one.
All right, you guys let us know which one of those gimmicks was your favorite, and let us know if you were able to guess what they were based off of the image. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, and you can click that bell, so every time we drop a new video, you get notified. And make sure to like this video if you like us doing this AI stuff, so we know what the people want and what you don't want. With that being said, I'm Mark Izzo, he's Dillon O'Brien, and we'll catch you in the next one.